Oh, okay, you can do it after. Kind of funny.
I was blocking.
Then still in recovery, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me. Oops, I did restart until I didn't bother to. There we go. Okay. Shit, I want to change the fucking music. I really wonder why it's not like remembering every time, even if when you restart the game that you want random.
I have the music muted, so I don't care about it.
I see. So you play like without like.
Yeah, I have just the music, but the sound is still on.
Oh, I see. Kind of funny.
There are some people who do that.
Fuck. Ah!
Oh, really? Okay.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, like.
I was hoping it would catch off guard.
Well, no, I can like block anytime I'm doing my run, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping it would get you off guard.
Yeah. I don't really have like running move for these rangers. They all need to be kinda close.
Ah, fuck.
Why?
But why?
What?
What? Why don't you say why?
Because you wake up, jump, dive kick, like immediately.
Yeah, because it was misinput. I didn't want
I
to
see.
dive kick. It was a TP to.
Sure,
Jet.
but well, first, it's not a common misinput for a DP. Two, you do jump out of wake up, so that's legitimate question. And because you do like sometime like jumping throw or jumping something, so yeah. Could have been like one of your
If I press a bit too high with the 6, I will hit 9 and will start jumping.
You're doing tiger knees. There you go. So you won't join today, Stanislav?
Maybe later.
Let's see.
I'm just trying to calm down first.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll play a Katsuki or something.
What to cool off? Play Akatsuki. Yay!
Yeah, well. Don't have to think about too much with Akatsuki. Kaiser said he's joining in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's been a couple of minutes. I guess he's still like doing something like preparing like his dinner actually.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Nice. What? Okay, and that, what was that?
But I hit you.
Sure. Sure. Don't you see it like that? Still, it's a weird decision. It just means that if my meaty was like at a better time, it would have hit you. So, yeah. That's why I'm asking. What was like the idea behind that? Or was there like any idea?
Yeah, to get you're not being prepared for something like that.
Sure. What? I didn't grab. Oh, what? Oh, okay. And I told you that's safe, completely safe. Okay, get back there, bro. Are you watching?
Yep.
Oh, doesn't Dilly want to play Unist?
He's
forgot.
on Do Not Disturb, so I didn't ask
I see,
him.
yeah.
But yeah. I assume he's doing something.
No. Ooh, okay. Hey.
Fuck. What the?
A bit too far.
No, I wasn't trying that. It was because it was
From the blocks then?
yeah, defending low and then
Yeah, I see.
middle and then just happened I want to do something else. Ah,
A large cup of fries. Thanks for the following.
fries.
Yeah, fries. Really, it's not me.
Cold?
Not really.
We had snow. We had snow today and yesterday.
Really? Oh, lucky
Yeah.
you. I want snow too. I mean, it will never happen. I mean, it did happen already, but like it's like, why so straight? I mean, my whole life. That's not that much. Oh, I know this. But maybe I have to delay it. I don't know.
Oh come on! I was trying to grab.
Well, don't know what you did, but
Yeah, I
it
was
seemed-
trying to grab.
yeah, but you certainly did not grab. Otherwise, I would have tech or something. So you might have done like dash A or something like that. I wonder. I mean, except if like the startup of a grab can count as countered move, which I really doubt. Okay. Is it dash suddenly? Hmm. Did Goatkezo say anything else? Nope. Okay. We'll ask Kuro if you want to join. Wait, who played with us recently? Oh, Monsieur Poivre. Is already playing the game, I see. My play is certainly playing with Shark. There's another French Skullgirls players. Cool. He's not offline. Online. Okay, well.
Yeah, you're stuck with me.
Yep. I mean, it's more you're stuck with only me, I guess. But I don't know. I guess you like being whipped, so that's okay. And snagging.
Is this some sort of Warshach thing?
Maybe.
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. Yeah.
I guess I can ask Dagrim.
Yeah, though I think his answer will be like at like 2 a.m. and be like, I was playing the new Path of Exile season, but yeah.
Well, no, he's not in a game, so that's why I asked.
I see. He was in Path of Exile when we started playing this. So I guess he's done. Yeah, he might be available indeed.
Say sorry, man. Yeah, I was going to say it will say man in his answer. He's not available right now. Or it's more like he wants a break or something. I'll read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of wondering why they say it's safe. I feel like I can grab you every time on the reload or something like that.
Maybe I'm too slow.
I don't know.
Hey, God present.
Heyo.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How you doing? I always have a little bit late.
Yep, no problem.
Vic was so nice to start training the Saber matchup with me, so I feel terrible.
That's good, I guess.
Well, not the part where you feel terrible, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean the matchup training stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, you really have no reason to feel terrible. Like,
That's why I'm doing the training.
You guys have a room open?
yep,
Yeah.
we're open FGM, all capital.
Yes, then I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they're
join.
playing. I was like just watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna spectate for a little bit as well, because I
Okay.
have to eat something.
Yep.
Just done cooking dinner.
I guess you don't get rotated in when you go off of spectate.
I don't know.
Well, because
you
I
should,
did
you
and
should
I
get
wasn't.
rotated in, but you should be at the end of the rotation. You know what I mean? Like if you join newly the room, it's not gonna.
Yeah, but there's just 3 people, so
Yeah.
I was the only one watching.
Oh yeah, then it's maybe something with the settings and it doesn't recognize it. Kind of, I don't know. Normally it should work fine.
It's probably if like you're not in the room before the match concludes and selects the new matchup, then because you're spectating or whatever was going on, then it won't let you do that.
too late. Yeah, right.
Kicked in the face.
Yep.
Is that flip kick charged overhead?
Yep.
But uncharged it's not.
It's not. It's me normally. It's just yeah. When fully charged, it's over.
I see.
Okay. I guess it kicked me. Okay. Then I'll go give some food to my cat or something. I don't know what you want. So I'll be right back.
Yes. Now Yuzu.
I'll just play Akatsuki today probably.
Oh.
Unless I start feeling better, then I'll play Grapple Ground.
Yes! Oh! Oh no, you have to laugh.
It's all I know.
Yeah, but no, that's not what I mean. It's just like you kind of have to laugh at Katsuki, right? It's so
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, I mean, he's cool.
Gesto!
Like yeah, well, he's feeding his cat.
Yes.
But he'll be kicked in a little bit. Raktor, like Godkaiser said the other day, in my case, you should DP me sometimes. Because otherwise I don't... I take too many options that are actually not that safe to me.
Even Vic you have to DP sometimes, cause
What
he's
the
just
fuck?
gonna assault on an OP or some shit like that, and then you just have to take the risk basically.
Okay, I don't know. I tried to
Yeah,
pass
just
like
seldom.
tried to pass, but apparently couldn't let me do that.
Especially if you see
For
them.
me it's B, which for me is Y.
Yeah, it's
Especially
white
if you
and
see
it's
them
yellow.
like
I know.
jumping in or shit like that, or mashing buttons when you're on ground, just DP.
Okay. No, sorry if I can pass. Can I do it from the menu?
What do you want to do?
Just pass.
I think you can't pass because there are 2 people on auto pass.
That's fucking why. Why Rector is passing?
I have no idea.
So
Maybe he needs a little break.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, desalty you and still play because like I need to grab some food for my cat. I don't have any right now.
Damn.
Yep. So I'll grab like the product next to me, but yeah. So just need someone to play basically. Moshi Moshi. There we go.
Okay, fine.
Okay, be right back.
Yo. Just CP him! When Manolito's pressing so much button on your wake up, just CP him.
Okay, back.
Welcome back.
So now everyone is salty. Good.
I'm not salty.
Yeah, he just woke up.
Yeah. So, why are you salty, Recto? Tell us your problem.
No,
Why though?
Maybe we can help.
Yep.
that's nothing you can help with.
You never know.
I'm not so sure about it. I mean, a lot of people get salty and there's a lot of shit you can do about not getting salty and coming down again.
If you try to do a normal block and get a jump instead, because I have not even moved an inch to get the jump, That gets me salty. I
And
can't.
it's probably because you press 7 instead of 4.
Yeah, yeah. If I move just a little bit too much up, I start jumping.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, but I don't not know. How much?
That shit happens to me like every day when I play. I try to stand up and block something and jump by accident and get a full combo. Like that's super normal.
Yeah,
It's
but
all-
the thing is, I know most of the time where the overhead will come, but I can't block it because I have problems with the control. So, like, I
Yeah,
will
that's exactly what I just said. Like I have the same thing where I try to set up to block the overhead but jump by accident because I'm just too fast and pull up instead of before.
uh,
Oh, I wonder if I could have actually finished the fireball.
I think so.
Hmm.
I'll be back in a minute and then I join the rotation.
Oh. Oh. I guess I talked too early? Okay. Guess I was still like crouch. Need something.
I see.
Is Uni a collab game? No. Oh, it's like directly from French Bread. We've done like before. Melty Blood. Ooh, okay.
Lucky me, I guess.
Yeah. Wow, okay.
Yep, that's a hitbox.
And the Genki? The Genki didn't probably...
The
didn't...
Genki Bunko Fighting Climax is from French Bread indeed, yes.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, but they didn't do anything about this game, that's what I thought. No. Ooh, I see.
I guess that works.
That was not overly chill this time. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Then Genki Bunko Fighting Climax, Honest, Melty Blood, Glove on Fight, and Queen of Heart.
They did.
Those are like the
other one
French
they
Bread
did like the Ragnarok.
Ragnarok Offline is also by
Yeah.
them, yes.
Online, I think, not offline.
Ragnarok Offline.
Offline?
Yeah,
That's the name, really?
that's the joke about the game,
Okay,
because
I
it's
see.
like a beat 'em up kind of fighting game-ish thing. God Kaiser knows more about it, he played it.
I see. It has like the feel of Melty, but it doesn't really look like Melty in terms of gameplay. For the rest, yeah, like really night-ish cities. No one in the background. Oh, I guess that's slow. Wow, GPDG nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, missed that. That was like not expected that I actually close up with that, but
Yeah.
I'll remind that. That's kind of useful.
Yeah. Wanted to get quarter circle to see it.
Wow, I was missing 0.4%.
Yeah. Like, input-wise, it feels like Melty Blood, just a little less loose as... Not as loose as Melty Blood. A little bit tighter, if that makes sense. Like, not from the difficulty of the inputs, just from the difficulty of not getting accidental inputs. That one's lower in this game than in Melty Blood. You'll get less dash DPs in this game, but you'll still get them. Like out of dash quarter circle. I mean, I don't know what the chat is writing, so I can't see it. Just late answering what people might want to know.
There's a small difference in the buffer.
Yeah. But like, no, that's like hard to grasp what that means. So I was just thinking of like an example. In Melty, I would have gotten my input there. Works.
Nickels? That would be actually funny, so I'm pretty sure it will be like unplayable in this game. That was a grab. So. Okay, top. Numbers. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, really? I see. It stopped multi-hits.
Yeah, it didn't used to, I think, so that
I
was
think
surprising.
it might actually depend the move, because I think it doesn't
I
stop
think he's invincible
Fireball,
during his punch, basically.
and pretty sure he's not. I'll say
Okay, we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
because like during Fireball you need to
Do I need
parry.
to, or do I just do it?
Well, we can test it if you want.
Yeah. Well, wait, no. Fireball you have to multi-parry because it doesn't do a punch in response to projectiles.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. That's not the situation.
Right. 1 second, trying to get. Oh, come on. So, really? One more. There we go. It doesn't work. I need to restart the game. Okay.
Okay.
Because I unplugged my stick. One like 2 players, so I couldn't do.
I see, so I have to make a room, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically, yeah.
I'm back.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Let me see if this is correct. No rematch, best of 3, round time normal, and winner stays consecutive play 2. Okay, room is back up. You guys can join back in again.
Okay, I was about to ask you. Oh,
The host had to restart the. Once Vic is in, you can go and skip again if you want.
Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay,
Like I'm ready.
then let's wait for Vic regardless.
Like just gonna join in as well again, maybe.
I don't
guess
know.
I don't know.
Okay.
There he is.
Yeah, I had a communication error, and once I retried, boom, it worked. Okay.
Time to get chest out. A lot.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel I've ever had the upper hand in this matchup.
my first
I definitely
match of the
won
day,
against
bro.
her.
My first match of the day, bro.
True.
Gotta be fine. I'll touch it. Wow.
Yeah, right, I got on my second monitor while playing. But I really wonder, like, the positive is what Tatsumaki is Akatsuki. That's
Oh god, my fucking roll.
Yeah.
still.
She daintily hops. I'm a little lolly, I hop through the air. Point, point. Yeah, just avoided that entirely, I see.
Oh.
Hey, I managed to do that. What the fuck?
Lucky me.
I see it's -2. Interesting. It avoids low completely, apparently.
What?
Your
In
Tatsumaki.
my... Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I see.
Man, I fucked up grab like 2 times.
Yeah, I noticed, and every time I was like, well, that would have worked. Well, that would have worked. Just, yeah.
At least I got one good confirm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
この私が見逃すとでも
シストも死せず
ファーストクローズディバイド
Couldn't block it?
Yes, you had to slow. Like the button you pressed before was too slow.
Oh.
Second close, divide.
一番二番解放終わりかそんなものか
I'm pushing the button too lightly, that was my problem for this fucking terrible. Ouch.
I don't believe I have a correct rotation for a 4-player room.
No.
And what did you put it?
I didn't check.
Yeah, but I think you have 2, but you can't. Yeah, that's not really a problem. Before we were like only 2 playing, so
I mean,
that's okay. We'll
worst
switch at
comes
some
to
point.
worst, yeah, exactly. We
skip,
can just
yeah.
skip and then
Skip.
it's okay again.
Yeah,
Possibly.
skip one, play for a while, and then skip another time.
There's no
Yeah.
perfect solution because we had to
Indeed.
basically open up a new room every time somebody joins, which is stupid. So
Exactly.
just go with the system.
Yeah.
I wish, like, I don't know, they would actually get inspired by Skullgirls for this type of thing.
Oh, yeah, out that.
Plus,
Yeah, Skygirls or Guilty Gear, something like that would be awesome.
To be
because-
fair, maybe that system has something to do with why the lobbies crash so often. And I can see why other games that don't run as quickly as Skullgirls might want to avoid that. Because Skullgirls does it, everyone's like, everything else about Skullgirls so perfect, who cares? Any other game does this? Oh no. People will be mad.
I don't know, they would still be able to do the logic behind it, I feel.
Yeah, someone should definitely try the idea without fucking up. I agree.
Wow, fucking up is
Yeah.
a bit extreme. But
I
yeah.
know, but come on.
I mean,
Skullgirls
Guilty Gear
does
lobbies
many
are
things
really-
right, but that
really
one's
close to
fucked.
Skygirls lobbies and they don't crash that often. So
Guilty
guess
Gear
our system
stations, yeah.
it has some way of doing that thing good.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan of the station in Guilty Gear, but they work fine.
I hope what happens is that Nezuka and Arc System Works get together and just do Nezuka Online, where you go into a virtual lobby and just fight any fighting game that you want there and make it like a place to hang out. That is the future I wish for.
Yeah, but okay.
That
So you
doesn't make a matchmaking room like you wanted. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but how would they sell that? It was that's a game, and then in the game you have to buy the game to play another game.
シストも視線
I don't know.
Monthly fee maybe.
Just to be fair, one thing that could kind of work, I guess, is Nezuka is doing like their own console suddenly. Then yeah, sure, they would have like, it would make sense. But yeah. The other thing I'm not so sure about is, do they know to do net play though?
That's why I said
No.
get together with Arxis or something.
I see. But yeah, I don't know. Not really, yeah. I don't know. I don't really like Blaze Blue is worse, but Guilty is still not that good. Really good. But it still likes weirdly enough with Scroll sometimes. And quite fun actually. When it shouldn't. But we can play like Squirgirls or other Squirgirls. Fine. So that's, I don't know why. I don't know what's the problem in between us. Did anyone try to do like long distance play too? Like in Guilty?
It's not that great. I
see, yeah.
hear.
Yeah. I never tried that on Guilty, so I can't say.
But yeah, like I meant the lobby system as like an ecological thing.
Yeah, I do understand that. I'm just, as you said, Arceus, I'm like,
It's just because visually they've started doing that. I was talking like more about the little lobbies that they're doing than any of their netcode.
Now, if you're talking like Nezuka plus GGPO guy, then I'm okay.
Sure.
Then that would be nice.
Wow, that thing actually in the air.
That was a ballsy DP.
Oh. Be right back in a sec.
Okay. I'm just wondering, in Akatsuki Blitzcamp, when you punch a
Yes.
fireball, it doesn't do a
Yes.
follow-up, right?
When you punch a fireball, you just get hit.
No, I mean, when you parry a fireball, you don't get the punch.
You... Okay. You don't on the ground.
Okay. Oh,
And...
you do in the air?
No, you don't.
Well, you said on the
but-
ground, so I was like...
No, but you can do it because I know that. Oh, I guess that's just that. Sorry, you can't. It doesn't do anything. The reason that I was confused is that because if Atok does it with Fritz, his follow-up in the air to the parry looks very similar to what he does after he parries an air fireball, which is just like
Yeah.
down C or something
I
like
see.
that, where he just comes down with his sword. So I'm just used to the idea that it happens there. But yeah, in fact, nothing happens if you parry a projectile in Akatsuki Blitzcrank.
So that's why, like, here, you also have to multi-parry like fireballs, but not physical move.
Exactly. So it's exactly like Blitzcrank. Which makes sense, I guess, because
Yeah.
he is from Blitzcrank, and he's meant to play like Blitzcrank. That's why nobody else can combo into their grab except Eltonum, because she's special from Melty.
Yeah. Oh, why do I tap so lightly today on this fucking button?
Your heart's not in it. No, I don't know.
I break this throw, not so.
You broke the throw. You break her to the throw.
Yeah, no, I didn't break your this throw.
Nice.
Somehow cheesed it, yeah.
Hmm. I wonder if we're going to see any other faces at EVO this year than the ones that are established. I kind of feel like no, because the scene's already established itself, so it's not like some random Justin Wong equivalent's gonna say, I'm gonna take their money.
It would be hype if Justin Wong is actually playing it, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure he won't, but like, he's not the only person who does this, right? He's just the most notable one who does it.
Yeah, because he
So-
can actually win if people are not like that prepared for it, I guess.
Exactly, and in this case they are. Like the scenes just
Yeah,
progress
oh,
to
yeah,
the. Yeah. Like you're gonna get past Loli Michael, Breaker Dave, that American Akatsuki guy, a dozen other people, a couple people from Europe, like, and then that's not even counting the Japanese. Like it's actually pretty scary.
Yeah, so I think like not a lot of real unist Japanese top player come to Evo, right? That basically
This is currently true, I think.
only like the top players that are here for other anime games or stuff like that. Join.
Yes.
So maybe the main stage will help to change that? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, if the stages aren't as far apart, because Goichi really had some trouble running in between, like the last year that he did this, running in between Street Fighter V. That was the first year where Street Fighter V was in Evo,
Yeah.
and Unist and the other games that he was signed up for, like they were really far apart, and basically he jogged the hell out of himself,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Mm, it's what happened like
Following
this year
year,
too, right?
unsurprisingly, he didn't do it.
Yeah. Because like someone that was playing B-Tag was like in another tournament too.
Yes. Yeah, the guy who won B-Tag was in the grand finals for Unist. So
Exactly.
they had to run in between those things.
Everybody had to wait.
Yep.
Yeah, well, yes, exactly. That was like not the best thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it happened, so nobody could move. Like,
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it except for hire like put a different place together where this wouldn't happen. And I feel like Evo staff is doing that this year around. I looked at the what do you call it? The document that you have to put together if you want to run a side tournament at Evo. So basically, what you have to give them very little information. You have to be like, okay, this is what I want to run. This is who I am. This is the game that we're running. This is how many people that we're gonna be. This is the amount of station room that I need. No? And then they'll provide that space for you. I assume, of course, they're not just gonna let anyone do that.
Well, I guess you have to
you know,
pay or do something, right?
I didn't see anything like that there, but you do get free passes as staff.
Yeah, you certainly have to pay for something, because otherwise, like, anyone could actually.
Well, you have to bring your own consoles.
Yeah, but still, you have to pay for the emplacement. Otherwise, like, anyone could like say, "Yeah, I'll do a tournament" and not show up, right?
Yeah, that's the problem with that.
Yeah.
I think they didn't. You don't have to pay for bringing your own console area at Evo. Like, you never had to. Pretty sure. You have to bring your own console though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I would think that if it's like most convention, and it seems to be, you have to pay like the place where you put your stand and stuff like that. So
You still have to pay like visitors pass. That's what pays for that sort of stuff. There's no separate fee for it as far as I remember.
okay. I wonder.
I mean, Evo is nice. No, that's why people run so many side events there, even though they're like, I don't know, poverty gamers. Poverty.
Yeah, I guess so.
They're poor.
Well, Evo is nice, but like there is a joke that it's all for money and stuff like that. Well, I don't think it's that much of a joke, but
Yeah. Like he has to make ends meet because it's expensive to run that venue. But I have never really seen him do stuff that is like just a money grab.
yeah.
Unless he's doing it super smart by saying, you know what pays in the end? If the community is behind me year after year. If that's his money strategy, then I guess it just looks nice.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
guess
no,
the only cash grab
no.
is basically putting Mortal Kombat on main stage and stuff like that. Basically.
There are NRS players though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
But
don't have a
is it-
game for the NRS players, you're not gonna get the tickets for them. Okay, that does sound like cash grab, but you know what I mean. The difference is that you're doing it for the community.
Yeah, but I
mean,
could say that for unis and stuff. So
yes,
and for a long
yes,
time, I'm
I
pretty
actually
sure like
think
yeah.
that. Yeah, that is true. What I'm saying is like there's a difference between like saying that. Let me prep a mix-up real quick. Okay, so just cause yeah. I'm getting hit here. Like, cause some people have like the tinfoil hat thing of, oh, somebody paid to get on stage. Nobody does that.
I wonder.
Nobody pays to get on stage. However, having a sponsor that puts money in your pot and has like a bunch of people watching your tournament, that is, hey, I did it. That actually gives you like a lot more money. That's the money that they're considering, right? So they're still considering money, right? It's just that like it's not as negative for the community kind of money. There's no person who's like, hey, Wizard, put this in. Because you'd have to pay Wizard a lot. Because if you pay for your game to be main stage and nobody shows up, big monetary loss. Not just in terms of tickets,
Yeah.
but also in terms of viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
So
think for both, like Injustice and like MK9, I don't know, but like one of the MK were not that popular compared to the rest of the main stage. They still got in pretty easily.
Yes.
And NRS is not written as a sponsor of Evo. At least it doesn't show in the small logos and stuff. So
But
I would think that they could give some money to be there. I don't know. Because I feel like sometimes they were not as big as some other big anime or stuff like or stuff like that.
Yeah, but look at HGDQ or some shit like that, for example. I mean, they have games that are new, so they get watched a lot, so you can basically bet they're in the marathon, right? And then you have games that have like a community but it's super small and they really struggle to get that game in, like Metal Gear Solid 4 never had any HGDQ or SGDQ run, even though it gets submitted a lot. Because
but there is less rule on
doesn't get
that.
that much viewer. Yeah, exactly. That's the point I
Sure.
was making.
But no, the point I was making is like MK9 was behind in terms of viewership compared to some other anime, so that's what like that's kind of like the opposite. And HGDQ is kind of weird because it's for charity, so nobody is paying anyway. Oh yeah, that's low, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you still have like cost for location and stuff like that, which you have to cover. So
Actually,
and they also have like sponsor the Eddie, I think. So
Well, I
they
think
still
maybe
look,
charities provide
they
for
still
that.
have to look
Yeah,
for,
exactly. like
to
for
make them at least
the
that
room and
money
stuff,
back.
yeah.
And the rest, of course, goes to charity. But yeah, I mean,
Actually, not really, because the staff are not paid.
Yeah.
The rooms and well, rooms like everyone pays the rooms, but I'm pretty sure like
Oh, I see.
the hotel is actually kinda doing it for charity and like getting just some money back on people that joined for the room. I don't know if it was clear enough when to actually fight and talk. But yeah.
Winning against Vic when he is explaining things. It's the strats. He's going to require a thought for this one. Grab. But I mean, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like in any case, it's definitely money, because it's not gonna run without money simply.
Yeah.
Like it
And that
doesn't
I
it doesn't
agree.
matter what Wizard's motivation is at that point. But as far as I find it just very unbelievable that a game would pay to be on stage simply because of how much money would have to be paid for it. And the ones that get on stage where people say that they pay to get that spot are usually not supported. No one supported Melee financially other than Melee itself.
Oh yeah, no, Melee never played
Or-
anything. That's
Yeah,
for
or
sure.
it's a game. Yeah, or it's a game that actually delivers the players. No, in which case it didn't have to pay to be on stage. I doubt
Yeah.
someone went in there and was like, "Hey, dude, we want you to put Dragon Ball Fighter Z on main stage." Yeah, Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Fighter Z is on main stage, and Wizard is kind of thinking mentally, "I should have said it wasn't. They were gonna give me money."
Yeah. I've
That's,
mainly only heard that about Mortal Kombat. I don't know why people would say
I know,
that
but
about
that's just
Dragon
because
Ball
people
Fighter.
don't like the NRS community. That's like Melee. Just not as extreme, of course, because Melee is huge.
Yeah, Melee is huge. That's the same thing. But well, like NRS is huge. The community is not that huge, so that's why I guess it makes more sense for
Yeah.
them to pay.
Yeah, and it's like a strange combination, right? Because Warner Brothers always, for the new NRS game, or at least now 3 times in a row, runs a huge, like invitational official tournaments
Yeah.
with big money, you know, and has like a season of their own. So I understand if people look at that, and I mean, I also look at that, and I kind of don't like them visually. They're like really clean, like not FGC.
Yeah.
And I don't like those. So the gameplay was great. Not saying that was a problem there. So there's money behind it, right? Because Warner Brothers
Yeah.
is big, so I can understand them saying that about the Evo stage. But
for the Evo stage, there is also the fact that the first year, like Mortal Kombat or Injustice and stuff like that, is released. It's at Evo. After that, kinda never again.
yeah,
So that's
Yeah.
kinda why it would make us then they pay for the first year or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand that logic. It's just that I think that actually that's when the community wasn't behind the game, because the big thing that happened after Mortal Kombat 9, some people moved to Injustice 1, but a lot of people were like, no, this isn't Mortal Kombat, and just didn't go with it, no? And there was like a big fight between the two communities, and when MKX came out, they decided to actually, okay, we're just going to both go in full, no? And if there's an Injustice 2, we'll just see about that. And in both cases, they went in full, which means that the game's also... Well, Injustice 2 didn't, but MKX was at EVO more than once, no? So, yeah. And I don't think that's anything Warner Brothers can do much about other than hoping that their tournament seasons make enough players stick around. And at some point that was an issue with MKX that they couldn't do that anymore. But hey, then they did Injustice 2 a little while later. It's alright. Yeah. But I understand, okay, if it makes sense for any game to have paid for its place, then it probably was an NRS game.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll grant that. Because Warner Brothers. If you think Nintendo paid for Smash, you're silly.
Yeah.
They don't have to. Why would they?
They didn't even want it Melee on stage too. So-
Yeah, exactly. Nintendo is so large, they looked at this and like, what's the pot bonus? Who cares? Get this thing off of your
It's
stream.
not even that, it was
The
like...
customers are unhappy. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
different.
it was like, no, we don't want Melee. Melee is dead for us. So we want like Smash 4.
Yeah,
yeah.
and that didn't work, right? So
It worked. They actually like, but
it was main stage.
sure, but that worked. They add Smash 4 too, which was not like a thing at first or something like. There was like something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that had anything to do with that. The Smash 4 numbers also speak for themselves. Like it's just.
Sure, but I mean like Melee was stopped, like at first, until like people like were really mad. So at first they add what they wanted, only Smash 4. That's what I mean.
Fight your match and explain to me afterwards. I don't understand.
Sure. Okay, what did you teach?
Snip, snip.
So, basically, like, I think in this Evo there was like Smash 4 and Smash Melee on main stage, right?
Yeah, 2 times in a row. Yeah.
Yeah. And the first time, like, Nintendo wanted like to actually like not have Melee and did like a lawsuit or whatever. So they did like
Yeah.
an action to stop, to prevent like Melee to be on Evo until like
Yes.
people get mad enough.
Yeah.
So during a long, like some
That
months,
happened.
they actually add what they wanted, only Smash 4 and not Melee, but not at the end. That's what I said.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, I understand.
Oh, is it that positive?
Okay, got me.
And yeah, arms for main stage laser star won't really work. They had their own link for quite some time. I don't know if it's still on though. What? What?
What was that? My finger was nowhere near the B. Fuck you, game.
But yeah, I'm
Does this
still
have negative edge? I don't know. Fuck you,
no,
game.
no. Well, I guess it has for just Batista. But yeah.
Sure, but that doesn't count. That's all charge moves.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't follow like ARMS that long, so I don't know if it's still active. But yeah, the weird part about like Nintendo is Smash Bros, their main fighting game, doesn't have like the same support and same
Well,
competitive pro-ness. Oh.
they kinda do now, right?
No, still no. Because Splatoon and ARMS, by example, add like full change note and complete one.
What does full change note mean?
Patch note.
What is that word? Patch notes, okay.
Change note, patch note. Yeah.
Well,
Whatever.
I don't know, it's just a
Yeah.
weird word. Okay.
So they had like full patch note of everything, what they changed and stuff like that. Smash 4 didn't add that, and it runs at the same time. Now there is like a patch note, but there is still no frames, no thing. There was like basically, oh, we changed something, kinda. Okay.
I see that's what you mean with support. You mean as like information that would be important for like competitive fighting gamers.
Yep.
I see.
That.
Because I thought what you were saying was like it no longer like accepts it as like a tournament game.
Oh no.
or
I'm
does
talking about
anything with it
Nintendo
'cause it does
supporting
that.
the community. There is also no
Yeah, that is
Nintendo.
also what I'm talking about. There's also no Nintendo. Continue.
No Nintendo League or whatever, which they did for
But they don't
Splatoon
need
and
that.
ARMS.
But they don't need that. Did you look at how complex and huge the Smash Tournament Tour stuff is?
Smash tournament.
Don't need to
tools?
add anything. Yeah, just look at how many Smash events there are. There's just no need for Nintendo to do anything.
Well, the community cannot ask you. Like, I mean, why every game is big? Like, Street Fighter has their own tour. Why not Smash? Sure, the community is big, but isn't it like even better? I don't know.
I guess what I'm saying is that the ecosystem of Smash it doesn't really require it. I'm not sure if I guess what I'm saying is if Nintendo ever offers this, the Smash community should be wary.
I don't know.
But okay. Because the thing is, the Capcom Pro Tour is really just a thing that's set on top of tournament cycles that already existed, that are centered around more or less EVO,
Yeah.
with a couple other countries being like separate.
They could do just the same thing as Capcom Pro 2. To be fair.
Yeah, you're basically talking about like a Nintendo Finals, basically,
Yeah.
like that. Sure, they could do that. I definitely agree. And what they could even do would be to just run it at the largest Smash event. I forget the name of it.
There is multiple. I guess SmashCon is the big one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just pick one that's large and kind of just say, hey, we're here. I'm Sakurai. Ohio desu, whatever. and just and just, you know, how do you say?
Well, it will be a bit
Just
different
like-
because Capcom Pro Tour, they do have like their own stage and stuff. So I would think that Nintendo is capable of doing their own stage, and they do. At least like the first time their game.
I
is
guess
on.
that's not Invo.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Trash. Enki, du so trash.
Yeah, I was like, wasn't that the DP? I'm going to do that again. I guess Godkaiser also wants
No,
to know.
that's his CP and that's his force function.
Yeah, exactly, his force function. That's what I
But you
meant.
can-
Because
you
it's
can-
for Ruili, it's a DP. And
Is
usually
that
I think
out of the
about
force
Ruili
function,
when I see that
but-
retarded move.
Okay, if they do like just like Capcom Pro Tour,
Oh,
they
wow,
could have
awesome.
like their own stage and ooh, that was weird. And just like grab the people that
That
are
combos!
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah,
I can't
of course.
see what do you expect.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. He landed and it worked. It just, I was like, that was a mistake. Okay, I guess not. What were you saying? Sorry, I was too hype about that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, they could just do like Capcom Pro Tour, not at one event, but having like their own stage and stuff like that. They do that
Yeah.
at the start of their game. They do an invitational with like some top player, and they force them to play
Yeah.
with items and stuff.
You're mean.
Well, that's what they do.
I know, it's just nobody wants to do that, and you know that.
Yeah.
Hey, I think it would be funny.
I don't
They
think
just
I don't say
need
that
to-
they should do that if they do their own tour. I'm just saying that for now, like the invitational, they are doing that. So
Oh my god, I see.
yeah,
That's the thing, huh? Okay.
yeah, they did that on the launch of Smash 4 and on the launch of Ultimate, and both had like items and the Smash. What is it called? The Super.
Oh yeah, that ball, right?
Yeah, that ball thing that is like not balanced.
I thought
Yeah.
in Ultimate the Super is meter.
They might have enabled that. Actually, it's both. Like it, whatever you want. There is like a mode you can
Ah.
activate that, like meter or just having the ball. Or
Yeah, because the meter thing is actually cool because then everybody has it, right? And
yeah,
can
but
use
it's
it.
basically one kill. Like, and not even like there is some characters that have like trash, whatever. I really can't remember like the name of this thing.
Yeah, that's true. But to be fair, most Super Smashes can be avoided super easily by just
Oh
dodging
my
down.
god.
They are unblockable, and they last generally.
Yeah, that's why I said evading and not
Yeah.
blocking.
But like some of them are like full screen, so I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's just what I remember from like Brawl that you actually
but
could
It
just
did
evade
change.
most of them in some way.
It did change.
But
Quite a
I
lot,
tagged
actually.
you in chat.
In the few games I had in 4, I only played as Cloud and Bayonetta, so I didn't need that thing.
I see. So you were like top tier.
Well, it's not my fault. That they made them so broken.
Yeah, sure. That was a really slow, like, I think I wrote it in a sentence. Kind of funny.
Well, on the other hand, I always like to say, what did they expect by bringing Bayonetta into the game?
Well, now she's like low tier. So,
Yeah, because she got nerfed, which is good. But I mean, like, of course she's gonna be super broken because she has her own game with like 5,000 tools.
You got a bit brave on that.
You gotta do the cool thing.
Oh wow, that quite some range. I was not expecting this range. Oh wow. Okay.
Punch the whip.
So yeah, apparently you are like -2 on this Tatsumaki A. It doesn't feel like it.
What can I say? I don't feel like -2 either.
Yeah.
No, actually I have been punished by jabs. It's just that I don't know. I've been getting punished less lately. I don't know why.
I don't know. My 2A is like the fastest move in the game, and I can't punish it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ram that button, I guess.
Yeah, but I can't really if there is multiple hit after that.
Sure. Oh, well, that would blood. He just put his hand out, got the cord whipped around it, and was like, "Come over here."
Yep.
See, ow, my finger. See, like, how sick would that be? Like Mortal Kombat 3rd Strike. Scorpion throws out his spear, you parry that, and then you're like, "You get over here." That sounds
Sure.
like old man stupidity now that I think about it. But I am older, so I get to do this. Yeah. Oops, I pressed the button and apparently I will save this replay. I have a replay now.
Yay.
Of this momentous match.
Oh, that's a projectile. I see.
Yeah, but I think it doesn't go far.
Yeah.
So anyway, what I was thinking, with this bring your own console area thing being a little more accessible, I don't think we'll see it used too much by odd people this time around, but technically all of those single game discords, no, it could be like, hey, why don't we see if we can get a few people that actually want to go to EVO together, and then plan something like that, and you might see it being used a lot more in the future, you know, with like spontaneous actions like that. Now I can't really think of a game that's not already doing that,
Yeah.
because I don't really have a big overview of Discord age thing, but yeah, like sounds like a thing to me.
I don't know. Isn't it like already kind of what people do when they want to randomly do like a tournament of X game or whatever?
Well, the only thing I can say is that I do have an overview of, I think, all of the communities that ran side tournaments last year and the 2 years before that. And they're all people that were already previously organizing things together or established things in a different way. No?
Oh.
Usually it's like
But I guess that just
horde of
it started
different
like that, and then they continued to do it every year because it was fun. I don't know.
That's like the last 2 years, you could say, they've been cooperating way more. Like Animivo, not the first one, but like after the second one, was pretty organized.
Yeah.
I think 2 years ago, I might be getting years confused, but 2 years ago, like some other side tournaments were like, hey, we're also doing things, could you like promote us? And they did like a little picture thing where it's like, here's whom you talk to if you want to do something with these guys, no, Samsho 2 and such. Last year, they just did like a really big cooperation thing, no? So like last year's Animivo had like a bunch of titles on there, right? And they made use of the side stage stuff. The communities that weren't at Animivo did their thing as they did before, like Samsho 2, because that's run by like a couple of people that just barely in time for EVO are like, hey, anybody want to go to the tournament I run again? They're hard to find.
Yeah.
But yeah, like now everything's like a bit more. Information is slightly easier to come by, and yeah, with Evo cooperating with that, I just hope that that's going to work out better. And if it does, then I can see like independents that don't have anything to do with these structures and those communities being able to maybe make use of how Evo is presenting their new format. As long as they're like people that can prove that they're doing something right. Because I doubt that Evo is just gonna take, okay, who are you? You're coming with 20 people.
Yeah.
Who are they? No.
Yeah, I think like Ego Manga did something like that. So like join Evo. I don't know if they did a stand actually or a real tournament. No footage, of course. No stream or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but like if you went over to Evo and we got a couple people going for Vanguard Princess, we could probably do that now, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not that we're doing that, I'm just saying. 2 years
Sure.
later, why
Yeah.
are we here? Yeah,
I'm fine with doing it. Just that it's a bit expensive to go there. For go there.
yeah. Honestly, the only reason for me to go to Evo would be to trash all those Americans in Akatsuki Blitzcon stuff.
Yeah, or not. Suddenly you
And
might.
then you lose in qualifiers.
Probably. I'm just saying, I know how the previous American community played, and god, they're awesome. Like, if you look at the footage
Oh,
of...
shit.
Whoopsie,
I was like doing it the wrong way.
fuck.
That works.
Oh, fuck on. But yeah, like, tournament nerves is of course another thing that you have to account for, you know? And I don't have as much experience in that. Well, I guess a little, but online tournament with people I know mostly is not the same, right?
Yeah, but there is also the
But,
fact that they look horrible, but maybe actually playing against them is hard. Look, Dimitri in
I
Vampire Savior.
understand. No, looking at that shit looks hard to punish. But you're right. No, maybe they'll just win on mind games and then just like underestimating what I'm seeing. But no, I actually think in Blitzcamp our group is better than the people that showed up for it. I thought I'd get over it. I guess not. Well, that would have been a cute conversion, but no, no man. Damn. In any case, that wasn't meant as trash talk. It's just that I remember how the Americans before played. Hey, that's not.
That's
I
not
guess
nice.
talking and playing at the same time. I just remember how the Americans before played that, like Jayuna and the people that ran Mizumi back in the day. And they're really good. They're
And
way
even,
better than us. No?
Even
And-
Spooky was playing the
Yes,
game, right?
and Spooky. He played Adler.
Yeah.
And he did the Adler guide video. So
Yeah.
those guys are really good. And if they can still play the same way Jayuna can, because Jayuna every now and then is like, hey, I'm streaming my favorite fighting game, and then he plays Akatsuki Blitzcamp. He's still super good. He trash all of us, hands down.
Yeah.
But like, the guys that were at Evo was like,
How do I do a
I
combo?
don't know. Exactly, it was like more of a for fun tournament, and the guy
Yeah.
that won was a Japanese N1 Perfecte Welt player
Yep.
who was lucky enough that the guy who taught him the game also taught him how to play Akatsuki Blitzkampf. At least that was his explanation. You
Yep.
know? And he was also kind of wonky, but he was the strongest there. Like, yeah. That one, I don't know, but we could have taken him. It's not like I'm like 30-70 in his 70 in his favor. No, it's more like, I don't know, 55-45 in my favor. But I mean, that's just the thing. No, that's a game that's actually not played regularly, but we play it semi-regularly. Of course, our gameplay looks slightly better at some point.
Yep. Yeah, so the next step is you have like an optimal conversion for everything. And
Yeah.
we are not there yet.
No, not at all.
I mean, Am I
No, it's not
optimal
bad.
on Kame? She has no combo.
wait.
I mean, she has like
I guess
loops,
you
but
could- Yeah, I guess you could land those loops slightly more often than you do.
yeah,
that's
but
really
against
it,
who?
right?
You're not in the corner. You're teleporting.
I understand that. Against everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I'm doing it, but like I'm missing most of them because I'm not used to do them. Because yeah,
Yeah.
I play against you. You teleport out of the corner. Well, okay.
Yeah. Which reminds me, Akatsuki Blitzkampf still not confirmed for Bavaria Burst as far as I can tell.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I mean, less work for me, right? I don't have to run around and ask people if they want to go there together. Only the anime people are going there, which in this group means Fomfu.
And now you're not.
Maybe. Oh yeah, Lionheart will be there, of course. Like, yeah. He'll do his thing at Honest.
Yep.
Oh, something else to say about those Akatsuki Blitzkampf players, those Americans. The ones I recognize are super good at their games. I not saying they're bad players, because
Yeah.
yeah,
Just not playing this game specifically.
exactly. That's exactly what I mean. It's just like lack of experience with this game specifically, and that shows. But you know that would be fun. Like it's just who are these German guys with like another French guy in town? Why are they all in top 8? That would be fun.
That would be funny if like if we succeed to do that one day. That would be actually really funny.
Yeah.
That there is only German and one French. All top 8.
Yeah, just like who are these
Into
FGM
the-
people? I've never heard
Into
of them.
the Nazi fighting game.
Yeah, that's the only disadvantage about that, right? So what are the Germans good at? Akatsuki Blitzkampf? Of course they would be. Those terrible, terrible Germans. Just, whoopsie. I swear we have at least 2 good Street Fighter 4 players.
We should like either like organize a tournament there of like something that no one heard of, which I guess is kind of hard, but because most people are fighting game fans there.
How about Mare Arm Dream Match? Oh, that stupid game that I found.
Sure, like
Märchen is romance or something like
Maribato or even Maime Ukatizan could work too, I guess. for
Yeah,
most
though
people.
Maribato is not a fighting game,
It is.
really. Oh, am I getting it confused?
It's the one
You
where
don't
you
mean
play 2 characters at the same time all the time. I
Oh
think.
yeah, no, that one's a real fighting game. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm confused. I thought you meant the Rosen Maiden one. That sounds a little similar from the title,
Rosen
and that one's
Maiden?
just running around and
I see.
shooting each other.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, no problem.
我に至難八苦を与え
Yeah, I wanted to leave because I have to go eat, so I guess
Oh yeah,
Does
we're
this
like
match?
overtime, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, after this match. Did that combo? I guess it was combo.
I guess the problem is it might be -2, but as most people actually try to check if there is a second hit, most people
Yeah.
don't react soon enough. Yeah. Because man, that's annoying. Fly over that. Oh yeah, it doesn't have like a lot of recovery on this chest.
Nah.
I tried to punish that with like a standing C while he was falling down and we could block. That's kind of sort of upset.
So what's all that? That works. Whoopsie, that was not a forward dash. Chester. But yeah.
I think there is also like a small hole in between the second and third hit, so maybe we can reverse soul at this point. I don't know. Anyway, let me get out of it.
So we're done.
Yep, I'm done at least.
Okay.
I don't know what the other
GG is
do.
for the stream and stuff.
GG's.
I don't know. How about you guys? Guys all want a final match or something?
I'll read.
Sorry, what?
I will go and eat.
You
Okay.
will go eat, okay?
Okay,
Guten
yeah.
Appetit.
Guten.
Thank you.
Gott Kaiser.
I don't know, we can play something else if you want as well.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's
Bye,
take a little
stream.
break and do something else. Bye.